What's good, YouTube? How you guys doing? First thing first, I'd like to apologize, even though it's not my fault, for the construction in the back. I'm not too sure if you can hear it that well, but right where I am, I can hear it quite loud, so I'd just like to apologize for that. But in this video, I'd like to discuss something that I don't see discussed on the internet nearly enough, and that's the disadvantage of being attractive. You see, everybody talks about pretty privilege, but nobody talks about the pretty disadvantage. And I was sat in Costa Coffee just doing some work, actually editing a video that you may see today. I was sat in Costa Coffee and I was just thinking, like, there's quite a few things that don't work in your favor when you're attractive, so I just began listing them, and I guess we'll go straight into it. I got my phone here. I guess we'll go straight into things. Now, one of the first things that I jotted down is that when you are attractive as a man, you're going to receive less sympathy for your situation. That could be financial, that could be relationship wise, whatever struggle you're going through in life, you're going to receive less sympathy. For example, when rich people complain about their problems, what do people usually say? Oh, you're rich, you'll be all right. Whole time that rich person could really be going through depression, mental health problems, could be thinking about ending it all. But when you're rich, people are going to have a mindset of, you're rich, you'll be all right. So people often don't sympathize with rich people, and I found the same to be for attractive men. If you're attractive, people have less sympathy for your situation. Oh, you've got good looks, you'll be all right in life, you're fine. Well, this is a physical experience. We've seen with many attractive guys who've unalived themselves that having the physical side of things down pat doesn't mean everything's going to be okay. But the weather's looking kind of fishy, so let's get straight to the next point. Slick hating. Now, for this example, I wanted to use one of my personal experiences. I recently dropped some clothing. It's not my most recent clothing drop, but a couple drops before that. And when I dropped this clothing, I received some fake constructive criticism, and you've got to watch out for those people. As an attractive guy, you're going to get a bunch of people who really, they want to see you fall, but they can't come out right and portray that. They have to find little ways of slick hating, is what I like to call it. There's this one guy in my comment section when I posted my clothes, and the feedback was pretty good overall, but he was saying stuff like, nah man, these clothes ain't it, bro, trust me, just hit me up, I can sort you out some clothes. Okay, so my clothing isn't it, but you've got the answers for my clothing to all of a sudden be good. That was the first thing. Now, this same guy, when I made the road to becoming a male model vlog for the series that I have, when I talked about me getting back into working out, and I said that I'm just easing my way into things so I don't fuck around and injure myself, he's the same guy who was talking about my clothing is in the comment section talking about some, nah, don't ease your way into things, full workout, go hard, all of that. That's slick hating, because on the surface level it looks like, oh no, he's just motivating you, but no, you're telling me to go and basically crash out, because that's what my body's gonna do. You have to not necessarily take your workouts light when you're getting back into the routine of working out, but you have to ease yourself into things. If you go there trying to do a crazy workout when you haven't been working out for a while, you might fuck around and injure yourself. Muscle memory is there, but you still might injure yourself. So I just found examples of that. You get backhanded compliments, and yes, that's pretty much what I found for that example. Just a bunch of slick hating you're gonna receive as an attractive guy. Whereas if you're an average guy, people don't really feel the need to slick hate. People will slick hate as an attractive guy, and you might actually say average guys have it better, because if you get hate as an average guy, it's gonna be straight to the point. As an attractive guy, you might not find out that someone next to you is a hater until 6-7 weeks later. You get what I'm saying? As an attractive guy, people disguise themselves, do a bunch of slick hate until you finally have to cut them off. Do you know how many people I had around me for years before I had to finally cut them off? But let's get straight to the next point. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but let's get straight to the next point. Now, my next point was that there's no real help in desperate times. Now, my example for this one was August Alsina. August Alsina was a singer who's been through a lot in his life. And when he was at a weak point mentally, he confided in the Smith family, Will Smith and Jada Smith. He confided in the Smith family, and when he confided in them, he was living with them for a period of time, and Jada Smith basically used this as an opportunity to have sex with him, to fuck him. But this guy was really in need of help. When you are an attractive guy, people will take advantage of you when you're in a weak position, especially if they're not used to seeing you in a weak position. August Alsina just looking for some advice, some sort of guidance in terms of where to go next with mental health. He went to the Smith family, and then Jada Smith took advantage of him, basically used him as some sort of sex doll, and then dismissed him when she was done with him. That could have put him in a worse situation with his mental health, and he could have ended up like we see with the guys out here who are unaliving themselves. He could have ended up like one of them. When you are in a weak position as an attractive guy, people will use that. Okay, they'll use that as a time to take advantage of you. Okay, he's weak, let me pounce now. That's something else I found out. People will take advantage of you if you're in weak positions. Let's say you never ask someone for help and you're really down bad and you finally ask for help. They're going to try to hold that over you. Whereas I don't feel they'll do that as much with just an average looking guy. Now, next thing on the list. I was writing down a lot. Like, I was really getting these points down. Next point. Oh, yes, this one here. I feel like this is the reason I've been in a lot of fights in my life. When you are an attractive guy, people are more hyper aware of everything you do. For example, let's say you step on somebody's shoes, they're taking it even more personal because you're an attractive guy. Whereas if it was someone average who did that, yeah, they might still feel some type of way, but they're not going to take it personal. They understand mistakes happen. Anytime I've made a mistake towards somebody, they've taken it extra personal. Whereas they won't do that for an average guy. If you do any little thing as an attractive guy, people look into it so deeply. When there's nothing there, they'll look into it with a very deep lens just because you're an attractive guy. Everything you do. Yeah, when you're doing good, they'll congratulate you, but let you make that one mistake or do something they don't like, down your head straight away. It's like you can't make mistakes with them. As an attractive guy, once you make one mistake, they're on your head saying stuff. Ridiculous. But let's get into the next point. People are more hyper aware when you're attractive. I've definitely noticed that, and I've had to fight quite a bit for that same thing. I feel like when I do stuff or I make a mistake towards somebody, they'll take it personal. Next, and let me know if you like this more natural backdrop. Like, I kind of like looking at this, even looking at the camera now, making this video. I like this natural backdrop. Now, next, preconceived notions before ever meeting you. The example I've got for this is with women. Attractive guys have a perception of being arseholes, overconfident arseholes. So I feel as though when you deal with women, if you don't portray that energy of I'm better than you, look at me, I can get any girl I want, I feel like if you're a normal guy, women almost look at you like you're lame. It's like women look at you like you're lame if you're not playing that arsehole role that society has painted for you to play. I feel like that's been my problem with women in the past. I feel as though they expected me to be a certain type of way. I model, I carry myself a certain type of way, my presentation is good. So I feel as though women expect me to be a certain type of way, or I felt women expected me to be a certain type of way in the past. And because I wasn't who they expected me to be, and I was just myself, just a chill guy, it's almost like, this is boring. It's almost like they want the attractive arsehole. That's something else that I've realized. Now, I think this is my last point here. I was going in, I'm not gonna lie, I was at Costa Coffee going in. They ended up kicking me out, talking about you have to buy something. I was already heading to the gym. I got me a workout literally before making this video, so I just decided to leave. But yeah, I got these down before I left. Okay, I think that's actually pretty much it. But yeah, and also the last one here. When you're attractive, it's like you suffer in silence, and this could be for many reasons, but just to relate back to the point that I made at the start, it's almost like you know how people are going to react to your problems. It's like a rich person. Rich people suffer in silence. What the hell? He had millions and billions and killed himself. Yeah, probably because he knew if he came out talking about his struggles as a millionaire or a billionaire, you would judge him. You wouldn't give a fuck. Oh, why is this guy complaining, man? This guy is ungrateful. So what does a billionaire do? Suffer in silence. Same thing with attractive men. Looks is a currency. You've got to realize looks is a currency. Looks can get you in certain doors. Looks is also a currency. So it's almost like you are rich. When you have problems as an attractive guy, you almost suffer in silence because you know people's reaction is going to be, oh man, you're good looking, you're attractive, you'll be alright. So I just want to say, anyone on their looks maxing journey, taking care of themselves, keep doing it for sure. Self-care is important. It's like we have video game characters when we play these video games, and we'll be taking care. Hold up. Battery. We have video game characters in these video games, and we'll be taking care of these video game characters. When I used to play 2K, I used to make sure my character was fresh on 2K. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would get dropped off looking fresh, but I used to make sure my character was fresh. GTA 5, bro. You see, before the whole GTA 5 roleplay, I was doing GTA 5 roleplay on the game. Like, I used to take it like it's real life. New fit every day. Make sure I'm in the barber. You know what I'm saying? I had the Chief Keef dreads on GTA 5. Had the chains, the jewelry. I used to go get new jewelry when I completed a mission. Like, I used to really take care of my video game character. So it's great that looks maxing has come about and a lot of people are taking care of their real life character. But let me tell you this, looks maxing does not save you. People, you're gonna realize that yes, you have a lot of privileges, and I wouldn't change my attraction. I wouldn't change anything about myself, but there's definitely a disadvantage to being attractive as well that people don't want to talk about. It's almost like the disadvantages of having money, right? People will try and use you, but if you come out talking about, oh, there's disadvantages to having money, people are gonna look at you like, what? So people don't talk about it. So I said, let me talk about this today. But yeah, guys, let me know if you want more videos in nature. My bad once again about this construction. I just thought this was a really nice spot with this backdrop. So yeah, I just decided I'd film this real quick. Let me know if you guys agree with anything, any of the points I said. If you believe there's points that I've missed out, let me know in the comment section down below. You know, you can add to it. I've also got a Discord, so let me know some of your struggles in that Discord as well. I pop in and out of the Discord when I'm not busy or, you know, going out and about. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you, and take care of yourself. I'm out.